Okay, well, good afternoon. Yeah, good afternoon still. I'm really uh, happy for our seniors, especially Todrick Gocher and Devontae Williams. Whenever it's senior day, it's kind of a emotional day because Todrick, especially being here as long as he has, and what he's gone through, helping to restore pride back to our program. And D. Will, Devontae Williams making the commitment to come here and then stepping up and the way he's handled, coming off the bench and then today to start was really, really impressed. I was impressed with Kansas State. They're as good as any well, 16 and 15 team in this country and as tough as any team we play. We knew they'd come ready to play. So I want to commend them on the great job they did. Bruce Weber's teams always, they never give up and they never quit, and they didn't today. So, but we're happy to get the win. We're pleased that we're 9-9, and that we have a winning record in this overall. Any questions?
Coach, Bruce Weber said that he thought when Norrance came in and knocked down those two jumpers that sort of turned the tide a little bit and energized your team. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I would agree with that. Because he hasn't played. It's his first time back in 6-8 weeks. So he looked well. He looked healed. He gave us a real presence. I was more impressed with him diving on the floor, taking charges, things we've missed that he does. He really protects the rim well. But he's right. When he knocked down those two jumpers, we were behind. I think he tied it up with one of the jumpers. And so that did it was a big momentum boost. And you could, I could sense and, feel the energy level pick up.
You guys went on a 21-3 run to end the first half. What do you kind of think the biggest difference was there whenever you guys took the lead and kind of had all the momentum there in the half?
Well, our defensive pressure, I thought we started doing some things. We were trapping the pick and rolls. We were just getting burned. Whenever they would pick and roll to the basket, we were sagging and helping too much, and they were knocking down, Barry Brown and Justin Edwards knocked down some threes because we had to help inside. So we thought since we're not guarding the right way, maybe if we just double the ball, might make them speed up because we're playing from behind. So that's what we tried to do. I think that made a big difference. We got some turnovers out of it, and we're able to capitalize on that and score at the other end.
Everybody says you're a lock for the NCAAs. The only way you get the lock is by winning it all. But
Yep.
What do you think you need to do next week to verify that position for you?
Well, we have to win. I know we open up against TCU in the Big 12 tournament. You're right. The only lock is the tournament champion. That's the one that gets the automatic bid, and certainly that's been our goal from day one. We know how tough this league is. We know how tough that tournament is. So we have to take it one practice at a time. I think we've done some good things this year that gives us a legitimate chance of making the NCAA. But again, you can't leave things to chance. You've got to, we have to keep playing well. We have to play better than we played today. Even though we shot well today, 59%, did some good things, but we really have had some problems rebounding the ball. We're coming off of I don't know, they beat us by about 20 on the boards up in West Virginia, and today we get beat by 10. So we're really struggling in that area. And that's, if you're going to win and advance in any tournament, you have to rebound the ball. And so we've got to really work on that. But I like our chances of getting to the NCAA right now.
Coach, before this season began, did you truly believe that this was the team was going to turn everything around?
Oh, I believe every year. I believe the first year. I believe last year's team with a couple of, we lost a bunch of close games last year. And but we have, those guys, a lot of those guys that were playing were freshmen. Keenan was a freshman, Zach a freshman. In fact, Zach didn't even play in the last part. He hurt his knee, so he was gone all of that. And I thought we had, not Zach, but Justin and Zach and Norris. That group I thought had they're a very focused group. They're a very serious-minded group, and they're pretty athletic. So I thought a couple wins here or there. but I'm glad we're where we are now. Their maturity and their getting that valuable experience of playing last year. I think we should be better. I really do. We gave away a few games this year that really is disappointing. But we learned from those experiences and won some close games too in the last few weeks.
Ask for any
I'm
advice?
sorry?
Did Todrick ask for any advice on the marriage proposal?
I wish he had. I would have told him. No. I mean, I'm disappointed he didn't, but I'm happy for him. They're a great couple. I know she's been around as long as I've been around here. So when I say that, she's been, whenever we have a get together and stuff, I know he's dated her for a long time. So congratulations to Todrick. I don't know if I had the guts to do it on TV like that. But I don't know, my wife's sitting there, so I better be careful.
What's been the key for these guys to really understand their roles and excel in them so quickly this season?
Understanding their roles and excelling in them. It's never easy, to accept things and every one of them think they're better than they are, which is what you have to have. You have to have confidence in yourself. You have to believe in your ability. And so we don't want to ever take that away from our guys. But then again, you want to, if you're too overconfident and you believe that you've already arrived, then you're not going to improve. So we have to constantly remind them that they can be better and they have to improve. But when you talk about roles, we play a lot of guys. We have, even though we don't have, our freshmen haven't played much, but they're freshmen, and we have they need to get stronger and get better. But the veteran players, and this league is about any league really at this level. If you're going to win, you have to have those boys have to become men, and they have to be a little more physical. And we're still very thin, and so my whole thing to them is, fellas, every day you got to lift more. You got to do the things you have to do to get better. So it's a matter of just defining what they do. Not necessarily limiting what they do, which you have to do also. This is your job. Just do your job, and that's hard for players to accept. My job is to defend. My job is to box out. My job is to rebound. My job is to pass. There's a lot of different ways they can get in the game if they do their job, to perfection. And no one does it perfectly, but they've got to do it to the best of their ability. And obviously, I'm the guy that has to decide how many minutes they play. And so they earn it every day in practice. Those guys that are starting, they earn it. And Todrick Gosher comes to work every day. He better. Or somebody like C.J. Williamson, or Justin Gray, or whoever's going to, or Jordan Jackson is going to. That's how we operate. That's what we've always coached, and I think that's the only way you can improve. So they really have accepted their roles, and that's why we've been able to play with some consistency and win.
Coach, Norrance had 8 minutes tonight. What do you kind of see his role going forward into the Big 12 tournament?
Well, he'll probably play a lot more minutes. Didn't want to overdo it today. Certainly Aaron Ross has been playing well. He struggled shooting the ball in the last game against West Virginia, and he struggled today, but he made 2 big threes. So what I'm saying is that all those minutes are going to be, you got 4 guys there now. Before we were just rotating 3 guys, and in that, with Aaron Ross, Zach Smith, Matt Temple. So now, we have a little more relief inside with Norris. So Rokas is really not, he's not ready. He's giving us some good minutes, some spot minutes there, but I expect Norris to play a lot more. So, but Matt has been playing well. Matt will probably stay in the starting lineup just because that's the way I am. And he's been doing a good job. I thought Matt gave it he played hard today. He always plays hard. He got 13, we got 8, but then Aaron Ross had 23 minutes, which what he's been doing. for us. Zach is the one that really have to watch his minutes because he logs a lot of minutes every game, and it's amazing that he has that type of stamina and endurance. But now we can give him a little. He can play less minutes. Zach's minutes will probably diminish some because Norris is back.